During this mock interview, we will focus on instructional practices, classroom management, and professional development learned in educational psychology. Take 2 minutes and briefly introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Aubrielle Mays. I'm from Rock Springs, Wyoming. I recently graduated from UVU's education program. And since this is a job interview, I am interviewing for a job in your district. What position am I interviewing for?
General teacher.
Perfect. 3rd grade?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else you need to ask about me?
I can go on to the first question.
Okay, perfect.
How do you incorporate learning theories into your teaching practices, and can you provide an example of how a specific theory has informed your instruction?
Okay, so I think a theory that I keep in the back of my mind when I'm teaching is Vygotsky's social theories, just because it's really applicable to a classroom environment, because I do think that learning is such a social thing, and I think that especially for younger grades, you really need to make sure that you're meeting their social needs as well as their academic needs, and I think they are both very intertwined. So an example of how I would use that in the classroom would be as if you were just trying to socialize your learning in any ways possible. So lots of group discussion, partner work, things like that, where I think that students can expand their learning because they're talking with people.
Cool. How do you differentiate instruction to meet the diverse needs of your students?
I think the first part of it would be identifying where your students are at and what they need. Just trying to get to know your students on a more personal level and see what interests them, and also where they are academically. And from there, I would say just making sure that you have different choices of assignments so that kids have a sense of autonomy over their learning. So instead of just having a basic essay, you could have that essay but have it be in different forms where students are taking away the same message but being able to do it in a form that's suitable for them and that could be more or less challenging depending on what they need.
Awesome. How do you assess student learning and adjust your instruction based on assessment data?
Can you say that one more time?
How do you assess student learning and adjust your instruction based on the assessment data?
Okay, so I guess I would adjust, I think a lot of it is just observation, especially as a classroom teacher, where you just need to be looking at where your students are in addition to taking more formal data and basing off where your students are. And then after that, with the data that you have, I think just kind of trying things out and seeing how to best meet your students where they are.
All right. One more question.
Okay, perfect.
How do you encourage critical thinking and problem solving skills in your students?
Oh, that's a good one. I would say for critical thinking, just giving students challenging problems that are applicable to them. I think it's kind of hard to get students in the critical thinking mindset if it's something that they don't have interest in to begin with. So even if it was something like in math, having a story problem that would be relatable to them or just have something to draw them in. So I think that that's just a really good way to do that.
Okay, thank you so much, candidate, for your time and your responses. I would like to now provide some constructive feedback. You have a great understanding of theories, and your differentiation of instruction is going to be fantastic in your future classroom.
Thank you.
You are going to have engaged students, and they will be critically thinking.
Perfect.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you so much.